Hello.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
The first thing, let's just dive in.
Yes.
The first thing that came up is the inner child as the guru.
Oof. Yes.
What happens when we really look at the world through the eyes of a child? And how intelligent and innovative. Yeah.
I think that we could solve a lot of the world's challenges. We could heal a lot of the world's challenges.
Heal.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome to Sahar Khoury's gallery.
We are here today with the Yoga Carriage at Replenish in partnership with the Wexner Center for the Arts for On Pause. I'm Monique McChrystal.
And I'm Deja Redmond, and we are with the Yoga Carriage at Replenish.
What does it mean to be on pause?
On pause, well, first of all, a check-in,
Yeah.
where we engage mind, body, senses, mood, and space over virtual reality, and also in person too,
Yes.
on some occasions.
And we use art as the conduit of energy to inspire us.
And to connect us.
Yes. And for this offering, I feel very connected and inspired by Sahar's work. We are surrounded by a lot. There's a lot here, right? What stands
Yes.
out for you?
Let's see, what stands out? The bird cage inside another cage. Inside another cage, maybe?
Yes.
There's a yellow bird cage that is really beautiful. I don't know. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
Yeah.
Vintage.
It is very vintage. Beautiful. What stands out for me, there's a few things, but it's these little seemingly small kind of nods to the familial connection that Sahar has inserted into the gallery space. Like, I believe it's her aunt's glasses that are on the wall, sculpture of her nose in another part of the space. So yeah, the inner child as the guru.
As the guru. So how do we really shape the world, right? How do we really shape and evolve the world? And, walking through this gallery space for me really inspired my inner child in a way where, when we talk about inner child work, oftentimes it's just play. I think play may be the end result, like how can it be playful? But the process is also moving me through different emotions, different, whether it's more dense or more lighthearted. But it's almost like I'm picking up on fragments of history and thought of like when I was a kid, what did you pick when you were a kid? What did you pick up on?
Yeah.
There's like a globe that is disconnected from the actual unit of the globe. It's like, how can you take something apart and play a bit with the idea and concept is what's coming up for me.
Ooh, that was good.
Their work is, really, really amazing. So.
And what about these numbers that we are seated with?
Well,
What comes
numbers
up
for
you?
me, numerology, and every number has energy.
Yeah.
But it's a play on the island of time,
Yes. Yes.
right? What is time and what time is it anyway? What time is it?
I have no idea. What time is it? Are we on time? Are we in time? Are we with time? Time is precious. And what comes up for me when I see the large numbers, the sculptures of the numbers, is this idea of history repeating itself and kind of collapsing the timeline of past, present, future into just this melting pot of experience. And what do we extract out of that?
Yeah.
So,
And then we have the radio tower.
yes.
What do we know about the radio tower? So there's sound that you may hear that is actually very beautiful. And so again, we're gonna invite in sound through this practice, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, you can turn off the sounds that you have control over, but whatever you don't have control over, let's just be with it. Let's invite it in.
Yeah.
Are we ready to drop in a bit?
We're ready.
Okay.
So wherever you are in space and time, we invite you into this grounding meditation, both grounding and inspiring.
Yes.
With the knowledge that you are enough and have enough just as you are. You don't need a mat or a cushion or a blanket. If you have those things, beautiful, but they are not required for your practice. You can be in motion. You can invite your family into this practice with you.
Co-workers.
Your pets, nature. Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling out there? Right. Let's start this meditation, this grounding, before we go into meditation with that question of how are you truly feeling? Yeah. And as we explore how we're truly feeling, let's shift to the lens of inner child, right? So seeing the questions that may pop up through this meditative process through the lens of a child. And if you feel ready and feels good and right to do so, go ahead and close off your eyes. I'll close mine. And we're breathing in, inviting in the present moment of now. Renewing this moment, this present moment with our breath, renewing it with each inhalation and exhalation. And again, sense of renewal. Inhale here. And exhale. So creating cyclical energy here with your breath. So brief pause, just a brief pause, even if you can just roll right into the inhale. And in the exhale. So you're creating a spherical design in your breath here. What's curious in this formation of being inward? What's forming within oneself? Is it the thoughts? Whatever it is, just be with it, observe it, and then let it go. Let it disperse. Let it dwindle down. Being curious about the subtleties that exist, the remnants, the fragments. The what is hyper-present. You can be any color in this moment as we breathe in and breathe out. What color comes to heart? And maybe it's a visual, you see color, maybe it's not, maybe it's just a color that comes through, and maybe it's nothing. And that too is okay. Allowing the color to come in through your nose. And exhale it out the mouth. Let's shift our focus to our belly as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, softening the belly on the end of your exhale. What do you see, even with your eyes closed or open? And just with a soft focus, not attaching too deeply to what you see. And notice as you see how the sense of hearing is also simultaneous. What do you see as you also hear? Maybe you see floaters in the eyes. Or cars passing by on the street as your eyes are open, wherever you are. Just seeing through the eyes of a child. And as we exhale, the landing on the exhale is more gentle, more playful. When you see through the eyes of a child, or with the eyes of a child. Even as disruptions may occur in the practice, we land on playfulness, gentleness, and we get creative about how we move on back to the breath again. Inhale. And exhale all that you can on this exhale. Exhale all of it out. So in Sahar's work, and with this grounding practice here that we're in together, let's play with the sound. Inhale big here. Exhale. And again, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Return back to the heart. Always returning back to the heart.
The next breath that we take, we're going to inhale in through the nose into the heart space. And with the exhale, we'll let out the sound. Feeling the vibration that the sound makes in the back of the throat, the heart. Inhale again. Exhale. What if that sound could translate the color that you chose for your practice in your present moment? What if that sound could translate the color out from your body into your world? Leaning into the imagination, the same way we may have as a child. Allowing that vibration to send your color out into your landscape. Trying it on. Visualizing the colors filling your space. What do you touch? What do you change? Allowing the color that you vibrate out to add curiosity and beauty to your world, to your present moment. Let's exhale out everything with the next exhale, emptying out. And choosing or with your next inhale, we'll breathe in. Exhale to vibrate your sound and color out. slowly reawaken, giving your fingers and toes a bit of movement. And if you chose to close your eyes for this practice, reopening your eyes, but reopening from a space of curiosity. What can you be curious about through the lens of the inner child being the guru as you reopen the eyes?
Wholeness, right? As we age, as the numbers accumulate, the years go by, time.
Yes. Yeah. I'm curious about memory, about the activation of memory through senses and how the senses, you triggered this thought with your practice, how the senses move in tandem with one another, how when I need to hear something, sometimes I'll readjust my sight, or if I'm looking to see something specific, I'll turn down the volume.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just this play on the senses and memory. What are you curious about?
What are you curious
out
about?
in the world?
And how do we stay connected as we age, as we grow wiser to our inner child? What practices need to come into our everyday life? How do we really show up for our inner child?
Yeah.
Where's the play? Life can get serious.
It can
right?
get very serious.
So carving out time to play is definitely what this gallery space brings to me as my to-do.
Tapping into the wisdom of the inner child. If there are young people, children in your life, little ones, have a conversation with them. Ask those questions. What are you curious about? What are you curious about today?
And then give space for play, allowing them to play with things that might you not have an answer, or if it does have an answer, not correcting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Innovation is there, for sure. Thank you so much for choosing to use your abstract brain and your
logic brain in some ways too.
Intertwining, being at play together.
Yeah.
This was a beautiful, beautiful time holding space in Sahar Khoury's gallery and at the exhibition of
The Wax, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you to the
Thank you.
Wexner Center for the Arts, and
There
to
we
all of
go.
you as Sahar's art sings us out.
Thank you, Sahar.
Good timing.
Yeah.